What's inside Lewis Hamilton's Mean Machine Garage? 1. Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500. For all his finesse and delicacy as an F1 driver, Lewis Hamilton can also show some serious muscle when driving on the streets, and it sometimes comes in the form of a Mustang Shelby GT 500. He once hashtagged the thoroughbred a leaner, referring to the classic 1967 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500, but this one is actually a replica built by Classic Recreations, using authentic Shelby parts complemented with a few modern components. Draped out in Hamilton's favorite shade of candy red and powered by a 50-liter V8 Coyote, it's probably as close as one could get to owning an original leaner muscle car. 2. Pagani Zonda 760LH. Hamilton's garage extends from LA to Monaco, and that's where this fierce and unique Zonda 760 is housed. Only 13 of these supercars were made, and they are equipped with a naturally aspirated V12 engine and a manual transmission. We suspect the purple Zonda is still sitting in the underground parking of Hamilton's building, but last year he revealed that he had eased it into a wall one night in the Principality after some heavy partying and not much rest for 10 days. 3. Mercedes SLS Black Series. It's only fitting for the Mercedes driver to own at least one car manufactured by his employer, so in 2014 Hamilton set his sights on this SLS AMG. The 6.2-liter V8-powered vehicle enjoyed a few custom add-ons at the time, like a beefed-up aero package and some extra horsepower to boot, bringing the total output of its engine to about 622 bhp. 4. McLaren P1. Hamilton's F1 career in Grand Prix racing famously started with McLaren, the Brit clinching his first world title in 2008 with F1's second most successful team. He often says that part of his heart has always remained at Woking, and he backed up that claim in 2015 when he took delivery of a blue McLaren P1 supercar. What's under the hood, you ask? A 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 engine and a 176 bhp electric motor which, when combined, deliver a mammoth 903 bhp. Once a McLaren driver, always a McLaren driver. And 5.1966 Shelby 427 Cobra. It doesn't get any more classic and mean, and valuable, than an original 427 Cobra. Concocted by the great Carroll Shelby, who applied his powerful ingenuity to transform a modest British roadster called the AC Bristol into this vicious snake. The Cobra is a perfect match for Ham when cruising along L.A. sunny coast and around Venice. 6. Ferrari LaFerrari. It's unlikely we'll ever be treated to the sight of Lewis Hamilton standing on an F1 podium, all suited and booted in a pair of red overalls emblazoned with the Scuderia's prancing horse. Away from the racetrack, however, the 33-year-old has often indulged in the House of Maranello's guilty pleasures, acquiring a while back a LaFerrari Aperta with which to cruise down Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. As a reminder, this warhorse's powertrain consists of a 6.3-liter V12 engine, a pair of electric motors, and a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. The setup is good for 950 horsepower. 7. MV Agusta Brute 800RR. Legendary motorcycle manufacturer MV Agusta was owned by Mercedes subsidiary AMG for several years, and while the partnership came to an end last year, Hamilton continued to collaborate with the iconic Italian firm. Following the success of a special edition the Dragster 800RR H44 and the F4L H44, MV and Hamilton introduced last spring the Brute 800RR H44. The striking limited edition machine is fitted with a 3-cylinder 140 bhp engine, and Hamilton's creative talent was put to good use during the bike's design process. 8. Maybach 6. This one isn't part of Hamilton's exclusive fleet, at least not yet. But he did express earlier this year his interest in Mercedes' latest, and awesome, iteration of its luxury class Maybach series. The Brit posted this picture of himself and the Maybach 6 on Twitter back in June with a comment that was self-explanatory: "I want this car." Perhaps it was part of his contract negotiations with the Silver Arrows outfit. 9. Bombardier Challenger 605. Here's a set of wheels of a different sort, but when it comes to mobility, life in the fast lane for an F1 world champion wouldn't be complete without a de rigueur set of wings. To whiz himself from one race or one continent to another, Hamilton opted for Canadian company Bombardier's Challenger 605, all pimped out in his signature metallic candy red. It's a $30 million perk, but well worth it for Grand Prix racing's tireless jet setter.